Welcome back to the deep dive. But look, today is not just a normal deep dive. Welcome to The Other Opinion.
Glad to be here.
This is the space where we stop, being polite about the status quo. We look at the perspectives that are a little scary, a little less talked about, and frankly, a lot more interesting.
And we have quite the topic to sink our teeth into today.
We really, really do. So if you're listening, check the date. It's Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. The Oscar nominations dropped this morning. And let me tell you, the history books didn't just get rewritten. They got, thrown into a blender.
It is a very unique morning in Hollywood, that's for sure.
It's not just who got nominated, it's what kind of movies are taking over. We've pulled the official lists from Oscars.com for the raw data. We've got breaking reports from The Hollywood Reporter for the industry reaction.
And the analysis from Cinematic Milestones to see the bigger picture.
Exactly. And our mission today is to unpack this record-breaking year where the weird, the terrifying, and the genre films just absolutely crushed traditional Oscar bait.
It's a massive departure. I mean, usually we're talking about historical biopics, quiet dramas.
Right, people staring out of windows.
Exactly. Today, it's vampires, aliens, and ping pong.
It is madness. So before we get into it, and it is madness, make sure you're subscribed to The Other Opinion right now. Hit that like button and get ready to share this with your friends who think they know movies.
Because everything just changed.
Everything. Okay, let's do this. The headline, The Bombshell. Ryan Coogler's Sinners.
This is the story of the day, no question.
It didn't just do well. It broke the all-time record. 16 nominations.
16. I mean, that is just staggering.
Yeah.
Just to put that in context, the old record was 14.
Right.
Held by giants. All about Eve, Titanic, La La Land. Sinners just blew past all of them.
You can eat Titanic. And here's where it gets really wild. Titanic is this sweeping romance disaster epic. It's safe. Sinners is a vampire horror movie set in a 1930s Mississippi juke joint.
And that's the key. The Academy has historically been, well, allergic to horror. Think about it. The Shining, Hereditary, they get ignored. The fact that a Southern Gothic horror epic is now the most nominated film of all time, that signals a fundamental shift.
And it's not just the technicals, right? Not just best makeup for the fangs?
Oh, no, absolutely not. It's up for Best Picture, Best Director for Coogler, Best Original Screenplay. It just swept the board.
Wow.
The analysis from Cinematic Milestones really hones in on why it resonated. It's not just a scary movie. It's an immersion. The production design, the visual effects.
Yeah.
It all feels real.
And you have to talk about Michael B. Jordan.
Playing twins.
Smoke and stack.
Yeah, and pulling off a dual role like that without it looking gimmicky is, it's a high-wire act.
It almost never works.
Right. But the word is, this was such a personal project for Coogler, blending blues history and horror. It just resonated everywhere, even in acting. A performance in a horror movie getting this kind of Best Actor buzz is rare.
A vampire movie is the most nominated film in history. But okay, let's not overlook the runner-up, because in any other year, this would be the headline, Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another.
And it landed 13 nominations.
Yeah.
I mean, still a massive haul.
And it's not a quiet movie either.
No, this is an adaptation of Thomas Pynchon's Vineland. Now, for anyone who hasn't tried to read Pynchon, his books are dense, paranoid, they're considered unfilmable.
So is that the big deal? Anderson actually cracked it.
He cracked it. The film is described as a paranoid thriller with this kinetic energy. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, who got a Best Actor nod.
Of course.
As this ex-revolutionary trying to protect his daughter.
Yeah.
It's all about the fallout from the 60s, government surveillance, really intense stuff.
Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro got supporting actor nods for it, too.
It's an acting powerhouse. But what's fascinating is that both of the top films, Sinners and this one, are these high-energy, aggressive cinematic experiences.
That's a great point. Feels like the boring movie might be dead. And speaking of aggressive, let's look at the actual Best Picture list. 10 films, and it's getting weird.
It's definitely weird.
We have vampires, paranoid thrillers, and then we have Bugonia.
Bugonia, the new Yorgos Lanthimos, director of Poor Things.
And if you thought Poor Things was out there, just wait.
Okay, so it's a remake of a South Korean film, Save the Green Planet. And the premise is that two conspiracy theorists kidnap a CEO.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, nominated for Best Actress, again.
Of course she is.
Because they are absolutely convinced she is an alien who is trying to destroy the Earth.
Wow. Okay, so it's tapping into all these modern fears, right?
Yeah.
Eco-anxiety, paranoia.
Exactly. It's a black comedy, but Lanthimos plays it so straight that it becomes genuinely unsettling. It's bold. The Academy is rewarding boldness this year.
Which brings us to the most unexpected one for me.
Bing bong.
Bing Pong. Marty Supreme.
I know.
I cannot get over this. A Best Picture nominee about a 1950s ping pong hustler played by Timothée Chalamet.
Well, it's directed by Josh Safdie, so if you know this Safdie Brothers-style Uncut Gems, good time, you know that high-anxiety, panic attack energy.
So he brought the Uncut Gems energy to table tennis.
He did. The sound design of the ball, the sweat, the pacing, it turns it into this life or death thing. It's about obsession, narcissism. It's loosely based on a real guy, Marty Reisman.
And it's A24. Chalamet is a producer on it too. 9 nominations. That is a lot for a sports movie.
It just shows that if the craft, the execution is undeniable, the Academy is willing to look past the subject matter.
So we have vampires, aliens, and ping pong. Before we move on, hit that share button. Send this to your friend who says modern movies are boring. Tell him to subscribe to The Other Opinion.
Because we explain the weird stuff.
We do. Okay, back to the list. There are some adaptations that feel a bit more traditional, but are they really? Let's talk about Frankenstein.
Ah, Guillermo del Toro's baby.
He's been trying to make this for, 30 years?
3 decades. It's his absolute passion project. And yeah, it's a period piece set in 1850s Europe, but the analysis from Cinematic Milestones points out it's not just a gothic horror story.
Wait, really? What else is it?
It mirrors modern tech hubs. It's a commentary on hubris.
How do you get Silicon Valley from Mary Shelley?
Victor Frankenstein, played by Oscar Isaac, isn't just a mad scientist. He's an innovator, a disruptor who breaks things he can't fix because he's obsessed with progress. It's about the lack of responsibility in creation.
That's a great angle. And Jacob Elordi is the creature.
Jacob Elordi is Frankenstein's monster. I mean, that's unexpected casting.
I would have thought he's too handsome.
Yet, he got a Best Supporting Actor nomination for it. The performance is supposedly this lonely, heartbreaking quest for belonging. Del Toro always sides with the monster.
Right.
It got 9 nominations, a real contender.
And then there's Hamnet, which I'll admit, on paper, sounds like the most Oscar movie on the list.
On the surface, sure. Directed by Chloe Zhao of Nomadland fame. Produced by Spielberg.
Paul Mescal as Shakespeare. Jessie Buckley as his wife, Agnes.
Dealing with the death of their son, Hamnet. It's the story behind the play Hamlet.
Okay, that sounds like pure Oscar bait.
But Chloe Zhao brings this lived-in authenticity. It's not stiff dialogue and perfect costumes. It's about grief. It's messy. And for her, this is a big shift from contemporary stories with non-actors to a full-blown historical drama.
And Jessie Buckley is up for Best Actress?
She is. It's definitely the emotional anchor on a list full of, vampires and aliens.
I want to zoom out for a second because there's a lot of international flavor here, too. It's not just Hollywood anymore.
No, it's a trend that's been growing.
Yeah.
We have the secret agent from Brazil,
Wagner Moura,
who is fantastic, nominated for Best Actor. It's a political thriller set in the 70s about a man fleeing a dictatorship. So intense.
And then from Norway, Sentimental Value.
From Joachim Trier. He directed The Worst Person in the World.
This one sounds a little meta.
It is. It's about 2 sisters and their father making a film together. It's very introspective. But it landed Renee Reinsve a Best Actress nomination. The Academy loves movies about making movies.
So we have the artsy international films, the horror, the weird sci-fi. And then we have the $600 million gorilla in the room, F1.
The blockbuster.
Brad Pitt. Driving really fast.
Directed by Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick.
This movie made so much money.
Highest grossing original film of 2025. Over $600 million. But it's not here just because of the box office.
Right. Spider-Man makes $1 billion and doesn't get a Best Picture nod. So why F1?
The technical achievement is just undeniable. They filmed at real Formula One races.
Wait, like the actual British Grand Prix?
Yes. They put Brad Pitt in a modified F2 car on the track during the race weekend. The sound design, the editing, you feel the G-force. It's visceral.
Okay, that's impressive.
It proves a commercial hit can also be a critical darling if the craft is there.
And then the last one is Train Dreams.
The Quiet One. A Netflix film with Joel Edgerton. A historical drama about a logger in the American West. It's poetic, contemplative, Probably the most traditional film on the list.
Okay, so that's the list. But the other opinion isn't just about what happened, it's about what didn't happen. The snubs.
And there is one massive, glaring omission.
I'm going to throw this out to you, listening comment below. Who do you think got robbed? Because I think we all know the answer.
He's got to be Wicked.
For good.
0. Nothing. Zilch.
Completely shut out.
People thought this would be a juggernaut, a huge musical adaptation, and nothing. Not even for costumes or production design.
It's genuinely shocking. For a big musical to get shut out completely suggests the Academy actively turned its back on that style of filmmaking this year.
Is it just that they hated it, or is there something else going on?
This is a crucial piece of the puzzle. The Academy has a new system this year. Members had to use the Academy Screening Room app to prove they watched the movies before they could vote.
Wait, explain that. You couldn't just vote for the movie everyone was talking about. Exactly. The suspicion was always that voters would just tick the box for the big movie with all the buzz. The new app tracks viewing. If you didn't watch it, you couldn't vote for it.
That is a total game changer.
It levels the playing field. It might explain why a film like Wicked, with its huge marketing budget, got nothing, while smaller films that people actually watched and loved got in. It's merit, not marketing.
It forces engagement. I love that. And speaking of changes, there's a new category.
Finally, Best Casting.
First new one since 2002.
It is so long overdue. Casting directors are the unsung heroes, and the nominees make sense. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sinners. These are films with perfect ensembles.
Right. I mean, casting Sinners had to be a huge challenge.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do a quick lightning round on the acting nominees. Best Actor seems like a gladiator arena this year.
A total bloodbath. You've got Chalamet for Ping Pong, DiCaprio for The Paranoid Dad, Michael B. Jordan playing twins, Wagner Moura, and Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon.
Oh, I love Ethan Hawke.
It's a stacked category. For Best Actress, aside from Stone and Buckley, there's a huge surprise nom for Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue.
Kate Hudson, wow, that came out of nowhere.
It was a smaller film, but her performance is getting incredible reviews. And Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick Ya?
Best title of the year.
Hands down. For supporting, watch Delroy Lindo in Sinners. He's a legend. And Teyana Taylor in One Battle After Another. She apparently holds her own against DiCaprio.
So what's the big takeaway here? We step back, we look at this list. Vampires, aliens, paranoid thrillers. What does it all mean?
It means the definition of a serious movie has finally changed. For decades, genre was a dirty word at the Oscars.
Right.
Horror, sci-fi, thrillers, that was popcorn stuff, not art. You watched it, but you voted for the biopic.
You ate the burger, but you awarded the salad.
Perfect analogy. This year proves that the Academy, maybe because of a younger, more international voting body and that new app, is finally accepting that a vampire movie can be just as artistic and well-crafted as a historical drama.
Genre is the new prestige.
Precisely. Sinners and Begonia leading the conversation is all the proof you need. They're rewarding cinema with a capital C, no matter what it's about.
So mark your calendars. The ceremony is Sunday, March 15th. Conan O'Brien is hosting again.
Second year in a row. He's good with the weirdness, which this show will need.
It will, but here's my provocative thought for you to chew on. With vampires and aliens dominating, are we finally done with the era where serious movies have to be boring? Or is this a one-year freakout, a blip before we go back to people writing letters by candlelit?
That is the million-dollar question. Is this a revolution or just an anomaly?
I guess we'll find out. Listen, if you enjoyed this breakdown, you have to subscribe to The Other Opinion. We don't just read the headlines, we tear them apart. Share this episode with your friend who's still mad about the Wicked snub. Like the episode. It helps us keep the lights on.
And keep watching movies, especially the weird ones.
And hey, just a quick disclaimer before we go. This deep dive was generated with some help from AI. We're here to provide information based on the sources we found, but, you know, context can be interpreted in its own way.
Always double-check the sources.
Absolutely. I'm your host, signing off. Keep looking for The Other Opinion. We'll see you next time.